I can't say enough the impact that he's had on high school football. He's certainly laid a foundation for the exposure for our young men and for all the young men in the metro area. And our hearts go out to his family. And Ed is, an amazing person. And he's been an icon in high school football for more than 2-3 decades, and you can't even measure the impact that he's had on high school football.
Mr. Daniels, I mean, you look at things that he's done. I believe the Friday Night Football show started in 1992, and just that small of an impact just on football says a lot. Then you look at how he's involved, whether it's basketball, whether it's baseball, the tournaments that he puts on, and the things that he does for high school athletes and us coaches. I mean, from an athletic standpoint, speaks volumes. But for me, it's Mr. Daniels, through the course of my coaching career, has become more than that. It's he's become a friend. He's been there for me in our tough times, our family's tough times, with my son Mark, as well as through my health scare, and then so he's been a tremendous friend, has become a tremendous friend through that, and then has also helped me to grow as as a whole human being, holistically.
I'm not that young, I'm not that old, but I think Ed Daniels is an icon for people my age, in the 43 years old, who were blessed to maybe be on Friday Night Football in the infancy, and the way he treated you as an assistant, and the way he's always treated me in our program as a head coach. I mean, even as far as going out and asking to help out with state championship rings, truly somebody that cared about more than just the game, never denied any speaking engagement, and just one of the most impactful people in high school athletics and in the state of Louisiana.
From a personal standpoint, what Ed means to me, I'm not a native of New Orleans. I'm from North Louisiana, Sterlington to be specific, and when I came to this area, it's been pretty much Ed and Ken that I've relied on to learn everything about this. High school football in this area, to me, is synonymous with Ed Daniels and Ken Trahan, and Ed has been heavy on my heart and my mind, and it honestly is going to be tough this football season. If he isn't on the TV and I'm not calling him and getting calls from him, it's going to be somewhat of a tough thing to handle. He's somebody that I definitely consider as a friend, and learning the landscape of New Orleans high school football.
When I hear the words of Ed Daniels, I just think the first word comes to mind: irreplaceable. What he does for the community, what he's done every year in my coaching career as a player, seeing him out there, the time he spends away from his family, dedicated to the kids of our community, irreplaceable. And then as a role model, as a man, as a coach, or as I grew older, to watch and talk to, just a really good friend and just a better person. And from everything I see, a better husband, better father. So, Ed, he's irreplaceable.
Yeah, when I think about what Ed Daniels has done for high school football, it takes me back not just to a coach, but me playing in high school as a 16, 17-year-old kid at Lutcher High School. Game ends, you couldn't wait to go home, take a shower, and turn on Friday Night Football and see the things he was going to talk about. What he's done for our sport and high school athletics is tremendous. I think it's second to none. I don't think you can replicate the things that he's done. What he's done for me as a coach, and you give him a call. He comes speak at our quarterback clubs. But the things that he's done, man, is very, very special.
Ed Daniels has been high school sports for me since I became a high school player, and before when I was watching it always was Ed Daniels on Friday Night Football, and getting a chance to meet him was a great thing. And I started coaching high school football, and he helped me out a lot, put me in connection with certain people, and just being a good friend. Ed Daniels is high school football, in my opinion, and I'm thankful and grateful that we have the opportunity to share the same love for high school sports.
You know, I think for me, one of the toughest moments of the summer was, receiving the news about Ed Daniels. And all I can say about Ed is he's irreplaceable. He's the best of the best in what he does. We have so many great, from a reporting perspective, there's no one passionate, no one better. The things people don't know about Ed is in the nights of your worst losses, he's the first one to call and check on you. And big victories, he was always there. He really, really cares about coaches. And, I can't tell you how many times I've been in that seat where he picked up the phone just to check on me, whether at the highest point, lowest. He truly, truly cared. He isn't just, to me, a friend. He's a mentor. He's everything that's right about Louisiana high school football. He's irreplaceable. I love him so much. And, he's gonna, he's left an impact forever. And
as far as me, I'm a Rummel graduate from 1997. I remember as a player, I couldn't wait to get home on Friday nights after games, watch Friday Night Football with him and Coach JT. Just the impact that he's had on the sport, particularly in this area, the New Orleans metro area, and the spotlight that he's been able to shine on programs and players throughout the years. He's just been invaluable along with Ken. But a guy like Ed Daniels, he's one of a kind. He's one of the most genuine, caring, friendliest people that you could possibly meet.
He is one of the greatest advocates for high school athletes in this city. I think the program that he does at Friday Night Football is the greatest I've seen around the country. When I played at De La Salle in the 90s, to be on Friday Night Football was everything. And now as a coach, to watch Friday Night Football and the coverage that he has. And then through my years as coaching, Ed has become a very good friend when he comes to cover the team and ask me about my wife and our personal life. He is a great human being, and really the impact of high school athletes in this city is second to none. And so I can't thank Ed enough for everything that he's done.
I just feel that Ed is synonymous with, Louisiana Friday night. And not only that, it's just the impact that he's made as just the person he is and the time that he takes with each individual, and just how much, it's just growing up, playing here and playing high school football, running home to go watch Friday Night Football, and just watch the dedication he did with everything he did with scholar athletes, with pro sports, college sports, and I just want to give major kudos for the work he's done and for the impact he's served in our community.
When I think of Ed Daniels, and of course Kenny Trahan as well, I think of the two guys who are solely responsible for putting high school football front and center in the state of Louisiana. Friday Night Football is a staple. Everyone I know, from Shreveport to Booth Hill, Venice, watches Friday Night Football with Ed and JT. Ed Daniels is not only a great person and a great friend, but he's done so much. He's helped so many kids and given us so much exposure. I've been with Ed many times. Ed's never had a bad day. He's never not called back. He's never not done what he said he was going to do. And no matter how bad your team played or how good, you could always expect Ed Daniels to do his job in a great way.
Yeah, I think what he's meant to high school football in the area and around the state, and really all sports. The guy's just he's loved the sport. He's loved the high school especially, and the focus that he's given to it and promoted it. He's just done so much for it that made a significant impact on the area, and more specifically our school, being an alum. And so he's just been great for all of athletics in high school and in the New Orleans area.
We go back so far, and I've always admired the quality of work that he always brought to the table. And when he asked me to join him 33 years ago in Friday Night Football, we started that journey together. And one of the things that I learned working with him on a day-to-day basis was the passion that he had, not only for the game, but for the individual players, for the young men that he was going to be shooting, or he would have as a scholar athlete, or one of the activities that we would have. He did it because he had a heart that was true to those young men. And I'm going to miss that the most in terms of not being able to work with him right now directly on the set. But we're looking forward to a good year, and I know he would say to us, put your head down, go forward, and make the very best show that you can make. And we're going to do that for the community, and we're going to do that for Ed and honor him by the way we conduct ourselves.